Take two. How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we are going to talk about Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 2, titled Lux. Alright, this episode is a wild one. Let's go with that. We start off in a movie about the atom bomb. Yeah. Anyway, we are in a theater in 1952. Right? We zoom out, we're in a theater. It's obviously the 1950s, specifically 1952. Now, as this movie ends, the man who does all of that stuff, he replaces the film for the atom bomb movie to Mr. Ringading Goes to Town. Now, before the movie started, he was making tea, and he placed his spoon down. Spoon, still. It's funny. After the first time trying to record this, I went to the bathroom, and I didn't bring a spoon from the kitchen. I still only have this ruler. Anyway, so he places the spoon down to replace the film because the timer went off, and old celluloid films, they tend to burn if you put light on them for too long. Now, the light of the moon is shown, specifically the full moon, is shown to descend, and it reflects off the spoon and parts of the walls and into the screen, while Mr. Ringading is talking to Sunshine Sally. Yeah, anyway, he's like, ooh, and then he starts, like, praising the moonlight and how great it is and how it feels amazing or whatever. And one of the people in the audience says, it's a bit weird, right? It doesn't look right. Now, of course, shenanigans abound. Mr. Ringading looks and says, what was that? I keep saying, don't make me laugh. More on that later. Mr. Ringading pops out and kidnaps all 15 people. Now, the theaters then close down, of course, mysterious disappearances. Now, fast forward, quite literally, to the TARDIS in the present day. The Doctor builds a vortex indicator, I believe is what he called it. He calls it a vindicator later. And says he can use it to hook into May 24th, 2025, when Belinda was kidnapped. He tries to land the TARDIS, and then it bounces off May the 24th into 1952. 3 months after Mr. Ringading goes to town. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I am terrible. Now they go out. He's like, oh, 1952. Although before they go out, obviously they get some fancy 1952 clothes. Tells Belinda, this is the best part. Anyway, so they go out with a vindicator. He sets it up, and it dings while they're looking at the abandoned theater. We've got the Doctor's interest, but Belinda just wants to go home. She just wants to go home. It dings. So like, oh, we gotta go, but he's like, you know, he's like trying to hold back his doctorness, right? Because we all know the doctor loves a mystery. Um, he likes solving puzzles, which is anyway. Belinda calls him on and says, "Oh my God, you're Scooby Doo." He's like, "Honey, I'm Velma," which I mean, true. 2 lifetimes ago, he was literally Velma. Well, semi literally. He is the smart one. He is the clever one. He's very, very clever. Anyway, she acquiesces. He calls her Fred, which I guess. Well, I mean, she has taken on the leader role, as it were, so it does fit. Uh, and they go into the diner across the street, and they're like, "Ayo, what's going on here?" And one of the people's, um, the missing kid, people's mom, Tommy Lee's mom specifically, since we know a couple of names, Tommy Lee being one of them. Uh, his mom is just sat at the diner in a booth and just apparently she's there every day for the last 3 months, which I mean, hey, your son's missing. You want to see him again. It makes sense, right? So she offers to tell them. We then find out that, or I guess reminded more than find out, that we are in a segregate. This is the segregation era, right? So it's like this is a segregated space where there's, you know, look, 1952 was a fucked up era. Let's just leave it at that. And anyway, the guy at the bar, he's like, I ain't looking. Like he's like, have at it. So they go and talk together, and she describes her son's love of movies. So the Doctor and Belinda go into the theater where they meet Reginald Pye. Oh, I love that name. Uh, Reginald has been in that theater for 3 months. Um, essentially keeping Mr. Ringading busy. But also, there's Mr. Ringading, who, when the Doctor and Belinda meet, he keeps saying, "Don't make me laugh." It's that line again. So the Doctor asks, "Why do you say, 'Don't make me laugh'?" Mr. Ringading replies with, "Because my life sounds like ha 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 ha," and you just see the Doctor and like your own eyes just going, "Fuck," right? Turns out Mr. Ringading is actually Lux Eterna, which is Latin for eternal light. But look, it's a name. The God of Light. And he makes mention of the Doctor beating the Toymaker, the Maestro, and the God of Death. And obviously the Doctor's like, fuck. Right? It's that laugh again. We book it, right? He pulls Belinda, they book it out, and they make it up to where the films are, where Reggie is. And he's like, I've been here the entire time. Um Apparently Mr. Ringading has to sing the apparently Lux has to sing the Mr. Ringading song anytime he hears it, which is hilarious. Uh Absolutely hilarious. I love it. Uh I mean I love the jingle in general. I'm not gonna sing it because nobody wants to hear that at 5:34 a.m. Uh but yeah, so Apparently, the song is 1 minute 30 some seconds. I think it's 36 seconds. Now, it is explained that Reggie stays because Mr. Ringading brought back his wife who died many years ago. Now, Mr. Ringading makes it up top and gives them a hint on how to beat him. What doesn't he do? And turns the Doctor and Belinda into cartoons. They quickly discover that they can go back to 3D if they gain depth, right? Emotional depth. So they go through it. Boom, 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 boom. Back and forth. And 3D. They're back to normal. But still in the cartoon. So they try and escape by rolling the film repeatedly. And they end up... I don't know how to describe it. They end up in, I guess, a reality TV show type thing, where they pop out of the screen into the living room of 3 Doctor Who fans who are very insistent that Blink is their favorite episode. And I'm like, wait, it's not Pandorica Opens or Wild Blue Yonder or the Zygon duo episodes or like any of these other like really badass moments. No, it's Blink. Your favorite Doctor Who episode is the Doctor Who episode without the Doctor from the 10th Doctor. Yeah. Okay. I mean, although it's funny how the Doctor's like, wait, you mean it's not this one or this one or this one? Listing 15th Doctor episodes from last season. I very much doubt anyone's favorite episode of Doctor Who, whether this current Disney Plus era, the old New Who era from 9 through 13, or even the older classic era, is the 15th Doctor's era. More on that in another video, possibly, but let's just say there's a lot of complaints. Some valid, some not so much, about the current era of Doctor Who. But they keep hinting at how to get out. So eventually they manage to make it back out. And when the Doctor heals his hand with his remaining regeneration energy, he's like, bye generation. I've been saving the last little bit for just this moment. Not literally, just for moments like this, right? Like, so he heals his hand, and Lux is like, I see now how you beat them. He grabs the Doctor with like film reels, throws him up onto like the projector so that it projects light through him. He's like, ha ha ha! I will now become real. By the light of a Time Lord. I'm an evil villain. Blah. Okay, so he starts becoming 3D. Now, Belinda and the Doctor is like, look, do you trust me? They have this whole conversation about whether she trusts him or not. In the end, yes. She didn't at first. She does now. Thank goodness. Now, hopefully she keeps that little, Donna Noble-esque attitude, but not like ramped up to 15. because like if Dr. Nibble was a 10, right, on a scale of 1 to 10, Belinda in the first episode was ramped up to like 15 for some annoying reason. But hopefully they tone it back down to like normal-ish levels, and we can have some. Right, remember, the Doctor describes Donna as his best friend, which is good, right? We want the bestie, but like your friends are gonna argue with you. You argue with your friends. Like nobody's, yeah, man, I agree with you 100% because reasons. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. You don't want an echo chamber, right? You want like sounding boards type of thing, right? An echo chamber is not a friendship. Those are lackeys, not your friends, right? Like those are lackeys, henchmen, etc. Um, Groupies even. Now he sent her off to get to burn the reels, right? Go boom. Now she tries to get matches from Reggie after having pulled all of the film out and tossed it onto the floor. Reggie's like unsure if he should or not, but then the image of his wife comes in, gives him, just appears, gives him a box of matches, and he's like, go. He walks out and tells Belinda, go, like run. He's gonna do it. And he does. He lights the matches, multiple of them, tossing them onto the films, and they go boom. Releasing the 15 missing people, creating a hole in the theater, of which Lux comes and grows out. He goes from he's fully 3D now, but then he becomes 2D again and starts to grow and grow and grow and grow. And what do you know it? He grows unto infinity and becomes one with the universe. I'm not 100% sure if this means like his energy is like scattered throughout the infinite universe, or if it means like he'll be back, right? Like, is he scattered, dead, or is he gonna come back in another episode? Obviously, we're only 2 of like 8. We're only 1/4 of the way. I really wish these seasons were longer, but beggars can be choosers. I at least have Doctor Who. Uh, and he says as much, and Belinda makes note of, oh, so he's literally a god now. About how he's like everywhere and stuff. Now, they proceed to leave, right? Well, everyone's like happy reunions, and as they're in the TARDIS, a familiar face pops up. It says, "Ooh, if you like good shows, I got one for you right there," pointing towards the TARDIS. As it fades out with that lovely sound that sounds like hope, gives hope to the masses, even the Doctor. And she's like, "It's a good show. Limited run though. It's only going until May 24th." And it's like, uh, hold up, Mrs. Flood. What are you doing in 1952? And what do you mean only till May the 24th? What the ever? Huh? I'm sorry, what? 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 Please explain. I, I, I don't get it. Please explain. Mrs. Flood. So it seems Mrs. Flood is going to be season two's Susan Twist, or I guess Susan Triad. Is the name of the character, I believe. So Yeah, I guess we have, as Ellie Littlechild from Who Culture calls it, Blood Watch. I won't be calling it that, but I might make reference to her calling it that every now and then. But yeah, the episode ends there, and then we get the preview, which, oh boy, next week's episode looks to be another banger of an episode. So far, season 2 is doing better than season 1 did. Um, which kind of sucks when you think about it, because it means that Ruby Sunday's first season, possibly her only season, we don't know yet, uh, is gonna be forever tainted by some interesting writing choices, we'll say. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's me for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, maybe subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.